Make sure you download my free technique program. It's a program that identifies what is holding you back from reaching speed. Hello, I'm here to talk about the unbelievable horrors that us as guitar players can experience working for other musicians or other projects that you didn't write yourself. What I want to say here is talk a little bit about some of the experiences that I had through the years when I've recorded for other artists. And what I want to say is that you should just don't expect everyone to love your favorite chops and favorite riffs. And one of the most unsatisfying things that can happen is if you write something that you're really proud of this. It's just killer riffs or licks that you've added to the stuff, and then when you hear the final mix, it's not there anymore. I've experienced this several times actually. Or you just come up with some stuff with some riffs. It's just you think, this is just perfect for the song, and then the guy who hired you to do the stuff, he says, nah, can you just play some power chords? It's just like, and you just get the feeling, dude, why am I doing this? So, and that's also refers a little bit back to some of the things that I've been talking about here in the last few videos. That that there's a difference between people who hires you because it's you, or because you just accidentally almost play the guitar. So if people just hire you to do a quick job, to do some rhythm stuff or something like that, and then you come up with these amazing riffs, chances are that you've kind of wasted your energy on it. Or if you say yes to it just because you have some expectations for it to get your name out there or something like that, which it's pathetic, but us musicians do that. Unless you're already a big name, I guess. But that's what happens, unfortunately, in this music world. We always think, oh, this might be the break. So what I'm saying with this is just do what the job requires of you, and because sometimes if you do more, it goes a little bit against the thing of being well prepared, but it's not exactly what I'm talking about. But if there's somebody, if you said yes to a job of playing some rhythms, and the guy says, could you play wah wah whatever, some power chords, and then you come up with this amazing riff, and you are thinking that, oh, he must love this because I spent a whole day creating this riff for this little part or something like that. And he just say, yeah, well, I guess it's pretty clever, but that's not what I asked for. So, save your best chunks for your own material, instead of wasting them. Of course, you can reuse them on your own stuff. I've tried this many times. Also, creating some. You can also experience creating some really amazing riffs for projects that are never exposed, and that's also really a waste if you spend a lot of time in your studio or whatever you have, creating some amazing stuff, and then the people who are producing it, they lose interest, or they go into another project and they forget about it, and that's also really a waste. And I also hear this from other musicians and singers who are asked to do something for a project, and then they do it and they write lyrics and blah blah blah, and then suddenly the project's cancelled. Stuff like this will happen. So anyway, but the videos, this idea of this video is just that don't expect everyone to understand what you're doing, because I certainly experience this a lot. Also, if you produce your own stuff and you throw anything into it, all your best stuff, and it's just murder getting through the production, because everything is just perfect, and people will probably never hear that, you know. So don't expect anyone else to get the full understanding of what you're doing. A lot of people, if you're lucky, will appreciate it, but never to the extent that you do probably. So that's just what I'm saying. That sometimes people hear something else in what you're doing that you do yourself. I also experienced that sometimes when I play some, you know, some slower, more melodic, little more plain, for a lack of a better word, normal guitar stuff. And then there's some people say, "Oh my God, that was amazing," you know. And then you play some crazy stuff that just took a lot of focus for years, and they say, you know. So it's definitely a process to become a great studio musician or hired gun. So if you want to educate yourself as a musician and improve your skills to be able to work as a studio musician or work as a hired gun, you know, either for a tour, just live, or getting into a new band or working on other people's music, should just definitely check out my new program, Hired Gun, here in the link below. Subscribe to my channel.